Hello everyone, if you've just come from my Splinterland stream, the gravestone here makes an enormous amount of sense. I'm certain it does. I am going to be streaming some sim racing stuff. First time on this channel. But before I can do that, I actually need to plug in my steering wheel. So I am going to do that, probably somewhat loudly, potentially somewhat swearingly, crawling under my table, and all that fun stuff, because there are hundreds and dozens of ways, lots of them. I suppose I should also be changing my stream category, while I do that. Stand up, give you all a nice view of my torso if you're watching, and well, that's the USB plugged in. And now I need to plug in the electricity. Light. This is completely unprepared. And I'll be using my Elden Ring streaming sort of file slash setup. Moving a steering wheel. So I have a steering wheel in front of my desk now. And not a whole lot of space. This room is very tiny. Make sure that these pedals will actually go down all the way. Will they go down? Will they get pushed back by forces of my feet? Yes, they will. But that is half the fun. Okay, let's move the camera and just put it down. Make some adjustments here. There we go. Now you can actually see what I'll be doing. Grab my mouse and get ready with some sort of racing game. I need my headphones. And hopefully you'll be able to hear me and the game at the same time. Oh yes, absolutely. That is the plan. It is the plan. I've put way more kilometers on this fake wheel than I have with my actual car lately. I think I'm gonna play the game that I was talking about before, which has the go-karts in there, which is lots of fun. And what do I want? I want this scene, and I need to turn on my monitor. There we go. Oh, that didn't scale very well. Did it freeze instead of ending? Well, I can fix that. I think I may have cut off just before the stream actually ended. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, it's ended there, so if it's ended on the channel, it's all good. So here I am in Sim Racing Town. This game is called Automobilista. And let's go into a single race. And we can choose almost any track and whatever car we want. But the thing that I was having the most fun with before was this absurd go-kart. And there's a track for the city I live in, the good old street circuit from the city I live in. This is just for fun. If you can call like serious sim racing stuff fun. So this track is a street circuit in my own city. This go-kart is definitely not something that I own. And you're gonna watch it be absolutely hilarious. But it's so much fun. And you can even use my gear stick, which is lots and lots of fun. Because there's no other way to drive. Now this is going to be chaos. Yep, absolute chaos. Whoa, look at this guy. Hilarious. Reverse gear, please. That was carnage. That was absolutely carnage. This guy over there is still on the track. Alright. That first hairpin was absolutely absurd. Whoa, did you see those two guys flip? 3 guys flip. They're probably dead. The key is to not flip on your head and sustain, like, ridiculous neck damage. So even though this is a pretty realistic thing, it has some crazy physics, which is all part of the fun and games. Yeah, I should probably change the stream category. I forgot to do that. Oh, look at all these guys. They're like just having a chat, having a cup of tea in the middle of the racetrack. But, yes, it is a go-kart. It's go-kart racing. Serious racing sim, but I'm racing go-karts in a serious racing sim that's designed for, like, GT3 and those sorts of vehicles. It's just, they're so much fun. And the little gear stick on the column behind the wheel is hilarious. Oi, that's not nice. Why did you overtake me? I've got to get this guy. Ah, crap. There we go. I got aggressive. Now I'm spinning forever. And back onto the track I go in last position at the end of the first lap. But I'm expecting there to be carnage at the chicane. Yep, there's the carnage. Hi guys, bye. It's very buzzy, this go-kart. You can get I'll crash into the wall, and I'll adjust that. Give me one sec. Alt tab here. Oh, come on. Oh, that's the wrong mouse. I've got too many mice on my desk. Let's bring down the PC audio. And Alt tab back in, and see if I can't change my stream category here. One moment. I will give you all an amazing view of the room again, and jump on over to my Twitch control panel, set that up. This was something that I wanted to do for a bit, was to stream a little bit of the fun little racing stuff. Alright, category is going to be Automobilista 2. And I'm going to name the stream Holazor Crashes Cars. That sounds good to me. There we go. I didn't even bother pausing that, so let's restart. And I'll change back on over to the correct scene for you all. Wait for that to come back to life. Hopefully that audio is better for you all now. Starting the race again. I've got the wrong scene, but it's alright. I can fix that. It's going to be very dangerous for me to fix that on this chicane. Oh, look at that carnage. Can I get through it unscathed? Oh, almost. Now I'm just part of the carnage. Oh, that was terrible. That was absolutely terrible. Let me change the scene here. There we go. That's much better. Well, I got through that carnage in 13th. Now, hopefully I won't go into the wall this time. I just need to remember to brake for the... Oh, I steered in way too hard there. This go-kart is very, very slidey. That was just a little yank of the steering wheel. Nice little power slide. It's got to have gentle steering. Oh, here they come. Look at them in my rearview mirror. They're hungry. I'm not braking for this next corner. We'll block them on the outside. I need to brake for this next corner, otherwise it's going to be absolute carnage. That wasn't too bad. This is not a corner I can take at full speed. Well, at least I stopped. At least I didn't go into the wall. Yeah, that's what go-karts are about, drifting. I only started playing this game earlier today, so I am still learning its quirks. Alright, are we going to see carnage here again? Oh, nearly. Yes, we are. There we go. There's some carnage. Yeah, unfortunately, this is not how I actually drive a real car. But the track that I'm racing on here is a street circuit from my city. So this is the streets of the city that I live in. But there's a couple of other circuits in the game as well, which are lots of fun. I'm really glad they've got... crap. I really hate that corner. They've got Monaco in here as well. Look, no hands. At least it's steady at speed. Oh, don't... Oh, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Why'd you cut me off? I'm gonna take him on the inside. Damn it, no I didn't. I did for a little bit. Wow, he had such better cornering speed there than I did. That's alright, he'll crash into a wall soon. That's when I'll have my passing opportunity. It's almost like he's an AI. Oh, look at that skid. Oh, that was painful. Back onto the track, into last position. But if you look at the blue dots on the minimap, all those cars are in the pits because they've died. They landed on their heads. All I've got to do is survive. Oh, here we go. Hi. See you later. Absolute carnage. I'll do this with real cars next. And then that's where it's going to get really terrible. And probably a lot louder. And a lot more crashing. This used to be a Formula 1 circuit when my city used to host a Formula 1 race. They no longer do. These straights feel so long in a car like this, but these straights are not long. It is a very short circuit. But it is fun. Well, that's unsteady. The other thing that I'm doing that I shouldn't be doing while technically driving here is reading the chat. I'm sure that amounts to distracted driving, right? Second to last corner. And I come away with 8th out of 20th, mainly because most of the other cars completely crashed. So now we get a cooldown lap to actually kill ourselves on. Try all the extreme stuff. Oh wow, the person in position 11 got disqualified. I want to know what for. Good job, AI, you disqualified yourself from a race. Did you actually get out of your car and murder somebody? Or was it just vehicular homicide? I think it was probably vehicular homicide. Yeah. It's going to be worse with whatever cars I choose next. It's going to be even more carnage. Oh look, there's someone doing their cooldown lap. Let's catch him. I've really been cooling down my go-kart here. The oil temperature's 143 degrees. I've only got 1 lap of fuel left though, in this cooldown. I feel like I'm driving better now that it's not actually a race. I'm picking better racing lines. And into the pits. Oh, I got kicked out of the pits. Because my box in the pits was occupied. But let's go back and choose another race in another place. So it's a fun little game, this. And by little, it's like so many gigabytes. So there's tons of cars in here. And I don't know, let's go for something slightly more racy. What am I going to go with? Sure, let's go with some sort of AMG. And we'll see how we go on the circuit with a car that's probably like a street circuit stock car. It's what, 500 horsepower? Has headlights. That's great. So less cars on the road, but larger cars. This is a very revvy car. Let's see how much I suck at driving this and not being able to see corners at all. Okay. I'm very slow. Such a narrow track. Like, it looked really wide with go-karts. Oh no. Yep, there's the wall. Brakes again. Because this is quite literally just city streets. So this is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. Look at that traction control. It's permanently on. I'm gonna take the corner in first gear. It's like a right angle turn followed by right angle turn. Yeah. This car is, she's got a wide turning circle. And I have to really mash the pedal to brake in this thing. Oh, jeez. 20 k's per hour? Still too quick. As my turning angle was terrible. Alright, let's be slightly more civilized. Oh, it's really difficult because suddenly you're doing 200. It's like, I'm already at 150. And the streets that this is on are like 60 km/h zones in real life. Oh, gone off the track. Oh no, don't spin, don't spin. This accelerates like an absolute freaking machine. I'm already beating my last lap. Well, that was good, 100 km/h through the chicane. And I probably need to start braking here for this corner because it's ludicrously sharp. My lap time is going to be absolutely awful. Oh, I forgot to brake. And went into the barrier at 30 kilometers an hour. I'm going to get lapped soon, I think. Alright. Fresh start. Crashing the rev limiter. Okay. Corner. I think this car has a bit too much power for this circuit. Imagine Formula 1 cars racing around here. I think that's the next thing I'm going to try. That's going to be horrific. But at least the brakes will be bitier. And brakes. More brakes. Can I take the corner in second? Yes, maybe. Oh, that feels so un-race car-like. Completely off the throttle through the corner. You can't even hear the supercharger anymore. Oh, there it is. There's a slight little whistle. That sounded more race car-like. Hitting the rev limiter definitely did not. Okay, can we make that corner? We can. Do I stay on the circuit? Almost. So this is definitely my most confident part of the track. Probably because actual race cars take this at like 130 k's an hour. Oh, gonna go into the runoff? No, just made it. Staying on the track is the biggest hurdle to start off with. Oh, no, stay straight. Probably went around that at higher than what I was able to handle. It's like those little mini straights are like 100 meters long. Getting up to 4th gear feels dangerous. Then the amount of brake force I need to apply to get through these corners. It's definitely more realistic driving physics than what Gran Turismo on the PlayStation offers. I can make it. I'm like one lap behind in a 3-lap race. What happened to the deltas there? Is that a bug of some sort? Went from like a minute to 12 seconds. Oh, right, because I don't get another lap. Oh, come on. Oh, really? Really? I spin out on the last corner, on the last run to the straight. Everyone's already in the pits. They're already drinking. They're like, what the hell is he still doing out on the track? How is he sideways on the straight? Alright. Let's go. F1 cars next. Let's go. F1 cars on this track. I'm gonna die. If death is an option in this game. I think they've only got the classic F1 cars, as opposed to the newer ones. Where are we? I think there's like some classic F1 cars. Here we go. This looks like 1980s. Oh yeah, that one looks sweet. Let's go with this one. This is going to be so bad. That's the 3.2 kilometer layout. What's this one? 3.7. So this one here is just one with a slightly longer straight, which was the original F1 track that Adelaide used to host back in the day. It's a 3 kilometer track. Oh wow, only 4 cars. Well, I'm going to come forth. Here we go. Oh, so much torque steer. Oh god. Oh, touching the accelerator, but oh god, the speeds. This is going to be horrific. This is on another level. But I don't care. It has better brakes, right? No, they locked up. Locked up the brakes. Okay. And here we go. Yes, these are much harder to turn. And I'm like not even fully on the throttle. Yeah, those wheels, those brakes, those tires lock up so much easier. Definitely no ABS on this thing. Oh, that screech. Oh no, no, stay straight. Alright, looks like I'm on the straight, however long it is. Which is not very... Which way am I turning? Oh god, this way. What a confusing track. In its full layout. Oh god, I'm doing 240. Time to brake. Gently, gently braking. Oh god, that's too quick. Oh, I just scraped the barrier. Yeah, I know, it's only 4 players. That means the total number of people who can die are 4. Oh, I locked up the brakes again. This is a challenging car. This is an extremely challenging car. Let's just go slow and steady. Round this in first. And then we'll gun it down the straight. Whoa. Oh, this is great fun. Already beating my best lap. Okay, we're just going to cut across that chicane. It doesn't exist. Now I need to remember that the brakes are going to lock up, so gently, gently pumping them. We're going to do manual ABS. Well, I'm 11 seconds quicker than last lap so far. Which I don't think is hard to do, considering how many times I went into the wall. Well, this is going okay, this lap. It's not quick, but it's safe. I say as I, like, hit the rev limiter, like, 3 or 4 times. go down the right part of the track. Onto the long straight. Oh, engine braking helps, but that also locks up the tires. Everything locks up the tires on this. Like, massive acceleration locks up the tires. Engine braking locks up the tires. Actual braking locks up the tires. Then on the grass, it's like it's ice. There's like no traction at all. Absolutely zero traction. I can't even get the car back onto the road. And I'm like feathering the throttle so lightly. Even like the clutch is too much torque for the grass. Well, I am gonna get my best lap time here, maybe. I'm 5 seconds ahead of my previous lap. I'm only a minute behind everyone else. Let's see if I can get an even better lap time this time. Yeah, no. I'm gonna spin. I didn't spin, but pretty sure that was cutting. Yeah, and when you apply them, when you introduce them to brakes, it's like, no thank you. What about counter steering? Oh, counter steering and shifting the car's weight works really well. Let's do that a lot more. Oh, that makes it turn brilliantly. Alright, I've unlocked movement hacks with this car. The key is to counter steer away from the direction of travel first, which is typically how you tend to drive an actual race car. That's allowing a much faster average turn speed until I go into the wall. Oh. Double wall. Oh, the car would be absolutely screwed in real life. Oh, hey! Oh, look, I'm racing. From last position. I think he's on his cooldown lap. And I don't think I'll catch him. Oh, the feedback through the wheel is ridiculous. Yes. Yes, they did. But it's okay, I got them back. I'm now less than a lap behind them. I'm shortly to be a lap behind them again. As they pass me on the right. But I'm gonna... No, I can't even cut them off. Oh no. Oh, the damage. But let's look on the bright side. This is my fastest lap so far for this track in this car. By an order of 4.5 seconds. And look, they've gone into the pits. They've finished their race. They've had their fun. Me... No. I'm just here to set a faster lap record for myself. Okay, the race is done. Let's find out how much wall hurts. Oh god. Oh, maybe this is how you're meant to drive this car. Let's just bang it into the corner. No, that didn't work. I guess that's why that zone is there. So much fun. And the most important thing, no one dies. Well, except for my arms, when my steering wheel wrenches my hands out of their sockets, but... Oh yeah, you'd be not only fired, you'd probably be dead. Oh, I'm on the wrong part of the circuit here. Look at this. Oh, median strip. But this is the cooldown lap, you know? I'm just making sure that I'm just taking some nice care of the car on the way back to the pits. I want to give those mechanics something to do. Steering resistance is so much. I'm surprised I wasn't stalling in third gear at like 3,000 RPM. My car does not want to steer when it's stuck to the wall. Alright. Let's go flying into this wall and see what speed we can obtain. This is not how you play sim games, guys. Do we have a fifth gear? Oh, we have a fifth gear. Scary. Oh god. Okay. That's the track with F1 cars. I think go-karts. But let's see what other. Let's find something that's more of a normal car, I guess. What's P for? They're like Le Mans style cars. We've got a Corolla with 473 horsepower. I don't think that's very normal. Oh, here we go. These are some Volkswagens. 148 horsepower. I think this would be roughly equivalent to the car that I actually drive in terms of power to weight ratio. So let's see what it's like in, yeah, more weight on the front. This might actually turn properly. Oh, the stop-go lights are so civilized. It must be because we're driving Volkswagens. Help if I could change gears. Remember to do that. Yeah, it kind of feels like what my actual car feels like. Why isn't it downshifting? I'm spamming the downshift, but it's not downshifting. This may be problematic. Oh, there we go. Oh, right, I have to actually hit the clutch in this car for it to downshift. I can't just use the paddles. Makes sense. Yeah, it turns alright, I guess. I would expect more tire screech for that corner at that speed. Oh, that does not seem like a whole lot of road to take that corner. It's very slidey. It's fun, though. Yeah, it definitely actually turns into corners. But oh god, does it feel so high up. It feels like I'm driving a truck compared to the last car. Oh, I've missed that corner completely. Oh, that was fun. Okay. Back into first gear. Hits the rev limiter pretty quickly. And the tire pressures are absolutely crazy though. Street car version of this would have like 35 psi? Something like that. This is sitting at like 66 psi on all the tires. Oh god. That did not turn well at all. Well, the moral of the story is don't race my car on the streets of my own city, because I will indeed die. You'd think this corner would be alright at like... Oh, that was 40 k's per hour, but I probably didn't have the sweetest line going into that. Let's see. Hit the rev limiter. Clutch. Second. I kept it on the track. A miracle. Already 6 seconds ahead of my former lap. No chance. No chance of going through that chicane at that speed. I think it would probably be the car that I was considering buying, which is the i30N. Because that's something that would be quite achievable for me in terms of funding to go and buy with my actual job earnings. Because it's clear that I would not be making something not road legal. I've already had a track day for my birthday a few years back, and I got to drive a decommissioned Australian V8 supercar, which was a lot of fun. But I hit probably 160 k's an hour on the circuit. I've got the video telemetry and all the data for that uploaded somewhere. I'll see if I can dig up the link. Because that was fun, but I don't know. I think in terms of like a unattainable vehicle that I'd like to drive, probably a Lexus LFA, just to hear the sound in person, because that car sounds incredible. V10 with like 4 exhaust pipes. The exhaust was tuned by actual Yamaha sound engineers to sound awesome. And because the Lexus is basically a Toyota, it's reliable as hell, so you probably wouldn't be able to break it. And it sounds like all those old school sort of mid-90s F1 cars, which probably had the best sound. Well, I'm beating my lap time here by 27 seconds over my former lap, so that's a dramatic improvement. Let's see if I can actually take the chicane this time. Oh, I got through it. It's going to sacrifice my lap time though, because driving legally around the track is probably going to be slower than that illegal driving I was doing around the track. It's probably a bit too quick. Oh, I just dodged that concrete wall. Doesn't feel like I'm driving very fast here. But it feels like the right speed for my ability in this car and in this game at this point of my experience level. Oh, that's probably a bit too quick. Yep, that was too quick. Yeah, I think that was all the first lap. First lap was awful. Well, I'm shaving another 10 seconds off this lap, so that's a really good sign. There's still heaps of room for improvement. This straight is so long in this car. It was so short in that F1 car. Oh, have I done that corner nearly perfectly? Almost. Almost caught that curbing on the way out. I have not braked enough there. It's a terrible turn-in angle. And I shifted up way too early there. Didn't give it enough revs. And coming around for my last approach on the straight. Oh, slightly off. That was a pretty good lap as well. That was 13 seconds quicker. And I think I took that quicker, even though this is the cool-down lap. What's this, 4th gear on this part of the track? Yeah, I'm getting the track now. This one feels even quicker than last time, and it's meant to be the cool down lap. Yeah, so I'd need a little bit of time to be able to build up some considerable speed. Probably a bit too wide, but never mind. That sets me up well to go wide on this corner, but hey, plenty of speed. That'd be two warnings for sure. Oh, wrong way. Almost took the wrong corner. Yeah, there's another warning for track cutting. Good fun. But I feel like this one's pretty quick in terms of lap time. It's too quick. That's too quick. Onto the brakes, save it. Almost stalled though. Almost stalled in second. I let the revs drop way too much. Because the steering wheel has enough feedback to sort of make that horrible clutch rumble when you're about to stall. Oh yeah, I need to go into the pits at the end of the race. Whoops. And I'm going to go into the wall into the pits, aren't I? Oh, maybe I'll get that cone. There we go. Luckily, I don't have to manually reverse parallel park into that pit box. And that's that race. My best lap time was 17 seconds behind the AI. That is pathetic. It's absolutely freaking pathetic. But it's about just learning the physics engine of this game. It's very, very different to how Gran Turismo handles. Assetto Corsa handles pretty similarly. Similarly? Yes, that's a word. But what I want to do is load up rFactor 2 because that has absolutely ridiculous physics in it. And I did just download about 100 gigabytes of various mods and stuff for rFactor, so I've got no idea what to expect. Yes, 352 packages to update. Hopefully that won't take very long. But it gives me the ability to go take a drink. It's probably going to take a while. My computer's probably quick enough to just go and Alt-Tab and load up a different game simultaneously. Let's see. Let's see if I can break my computer and just go over to Assetto Corsa. Because this is a little bit more forgiving as far as sim racing goes. And yes, the Unreal Engine. Let's go to a single race. And I do know the Monza track pretty well. All the other tracks that I know. Not thinged. So, what are my car choices? I think it's just this. Oh no, here we go. It's all GT3 cars. So, I don't know, it's a question of which one's going to sound the nicest, I guess. Probably the Ferrari. They're all probably going to perform about the same. So, let's go see how this goes. I expect this to be a tiny bit more competent. It'd help if I press the drive button, wouldn't it? Come on. There we go. We could actually start the car. Let's get that dashboard looks so stupidly realistic. It also has a racing line in this game, which probably helps in terms of knowing when to brake and when to accelerate. That chicane is so slow and unforgiving though. And then basically it's no brakes for the rest of the circuit. Probably looks very slow. But I can assure you it does not feel slow. Also, this track doesn't have a lot of corners, so it's quite easy to go quick, and it's mainly straight lines. Oh, I'm dreading the braking section here. At least the car stays in one line. And you can probably hear the wheel giving more feedback through the microphone. Too wide. And now this straight goes on forever back into that first chicane. So slow, but so safe. This car handles a lot better than all those others. Something to do with it probably being an actual race car and being quite well balanced with this sort of track. Taking these corners much nicelier. Oh, that's too wide. I followed the racing line, so whatever. That's just the suggested racing line for the circuit. Not sure if it's the quickest. But now that I've had a clean lap out of the pits, I mean, it's a pretty good line that they've represented there. I didn't take that chicane in the best way. I double shifted by accident there. I deviated from that line a lot there. I carried a lot more speed through that corner. Don't go off the track. So I'm almost 2 seconds quicker this lap. Oh, I did that double shift again. That's going to cost me top line speed here probably. I should be beating my last lap time here. These long sweeping corners really confuse me. I can never seem to get a really good exit speed on them. And if I go too wide, I run myself off the track. So I wasn't copying that racing line exactly, but that was 2 seconds faster than the prior lap. Was a bad corner, but still that was faster than last lap. Watching that tracker on the top left, still green, so tons of opportunity to improve that first chicane. I'm going to go straight through this chicane, so that's an invalid lap. It's that unforgiving, this game. That means I can probably experiment more through the next segment with some more aggressive steering. So the lap time there's red, so it's not counting. I want to see if I can get through here in third. Nope, I cannot get through there in third. Not at 170. So it's going to be a faster lap time, but I've cut many corners, so it won't be a valid lap time. It gives me the opportunity to experiment with other speeds through other corners before I get a chance to do it all over again. Alright, fresh lap. Let's not screw up that first chicane as badly. Oh, I screwed it up even worse this time. I was not hard enough on those brakes. It's because my chair keeps moving backwards. That's the only thing that's bad about playing this on a actual computer chair. No, didn't get that through at the speed I wanted either. Chicanes? What are they? They're optional. It's a very good looking game though. It's an amazing looking game. Let's with this one. And if you did want to jump back over to Splinterlands TV, that show should have started at this point in time. Let's change this from practice to a custom race. We get to start in first. Go a 10-minute long race. Let's see. See what it's like with other cars. And the beginner level. I think this is going to be a rolling start. So that's going to be fun. I have to maintain formation all the way through a start lap. It looks like we're speed limited to 80 for the start. So the throttle inputs are being modulated by the game. That's great. And it should be racing very soon. Alright. This is going to be absolute carnage. Yep, found the car on the right. Overtaken by a Lamborghini. So you got to remember I started this in first. Oh, that didn't feel good. Going through that corner at that speed did not feel right. But I was watching my review mirror. So I've dropped to third. It's too much braking and a terrible racing line. Okay, I am fourth. I'm probably going to fall into fifth. And I'm going to have to brake a lot earlier for this corner to take the inside. I managed to defend my position, but only just. Oh, he's hunting the guy behind me. Stay on the track. And he's come out of nowhere. So I've lost 4 positions in a single lap. Oh, he was braking so much more aggressively than me, and I thought I had my foot completely on the brakes throughout that. One thing about this, though, is that there's 29 cars on the circuit, which I think is just absolutely insane. That was way too quick into that corner. Spin. Okay. Good, good. Oh, damn it. Going off that road was really bad. That's going to be into the gravel. I just managed to save it. But there goes another few positions. If I stay in front, it's a better lap, because I only lost 4 positions. As opposed to losing 5 positions on that first lap. Oh, this is not going to end well. Like, that was way too much speed. Probably was. Can I actually pass someone? I don't know. Got like a much better corner. Was probably much better too. Doesn't matter if you don't win, as long as you have fun. Again, I go. Well, I think I only lost 1 position that lap. And that was better than my practice time. Somehow I'm improving. Thought that was maybe better, but it's not. At least I've got the better racing line compared to the guy on my left here. No, he still murdered me. Oh god. Hooray! I gained the position, but then I lost it again immediately. Yeah, that was probably my fault. That was definitely my fault. Cutting in instead of leaving him the line on the inside. It looked hilarious in the rearview mirror though. Lucky it's not real life and there's no consequences here. Other than potentially an end of race penalty. Oh, that was a satisfying chicane. Using all the curving. It was great. And off the track again. Oh, what a terrible corner. So I think I'm probably going to finish somewhere in the middle, because this is likely to be the last lap. What game? Is it a mobile game, if you're talking about an emulator there, Backway? Oh, I was distracted reading the chat. Forgot the brakes. Got on the brakes too late. And even cutting across the grass, I couldn't gain a position. Oh, so just like me. I crashed into the corner. Yeah, first gear for that corner. Yeah, too slow. Alright, when this race is done, I think I'm going to call it as well. I need to figure out a longer term, more comfortable solution for doing this here in the computer room, because I've got a slightly better setup in the lounge with the wheel, but that's not really set up for streaming at all. So is it going to take me longer than 24 seconds to get to the finish line here? Probably. So I think this will be my last corner here. Teamfight Tactics. Yeah, it's the League of Legends thingy-madoo. I never played it. Oh, that was bad. That was bad. That was terrible. All of the loss of the safety penalties. So this will be the definite last lap of this race. I stay on the actual track at this part. Yes, I can. Am I going to get overtaken? Yes. Am I going to make it hell for him? Well, I'm going to try. Oh, that did not go well. So many collisions. Move my chair back in so I can actually reach the pedals again. Newton's second law is in full force here. Oh, that was a terrible... That was just terrible. That was the worst I've taken that all race. It's going to cost me probably 5 or 6 positions. Oh, mistiming my shifts. Oh no. Oh, come on, man. Why would you do that? Why would they do that? Now I'm just absolutely freaking wrecked. I was coming 13th until I got pit maneuvered and spun on the very last straight. So I come a second to last. That's a pretty decent age for the laptop. Does it have an SSD? Was it a SSD related failure? Because that would probably be the one cause of a laptop suddenly and inexplicably dying. Let me put my camera back where it normally goes and find the face again. And yeah, that's going to be it from me. Today's streaming antics, and again, I've got the wrong mouse. I've got too many mice on my desk. Can you get into the BIOS? Is anything missing in the BIOS setup? Because if you've got a device missing in the BIOS, I'd probably wager it's probably the SSD or the storage. The other option is to just make yourself a like a Linux USB stick. Chuck that in, see if it boots off of that. Oh, that's annoying then. Yeah, it's different for every PC what it's going to actually use for jumping into the BIOS. That's a shame. I had a super old school Asus laptop that lasted me forever. I ended up it might be going to the boot menu. I'd try with like a boot disk as a boot USB and see if you can get it to boot into a Linux distribution or something. Because you never know, it might just be that the SSD crapped itself. It's the only thing that's really going to stop it from booting. Or maybe it lost its memory modules or something. I suppose if it's like 15 years old, you're not going to have the greatest of luck finding components to replace if it's RAM. If it's SSD, easy. SSDs have not really changed over that period of time, but good luck finding laptop RAM that old to get the stuff. Do you fancy yourself as being confident enough to take it apart if a fresh operating system on a USB stick doesn't work? Because if you don't, it's a good way to learn. It's one of my fun pastimes is dismantling and putting computers back together. It's a great thing. Well, thanks for the company back running. I'm going to leave it here. We'll catch you guys again soon on another stream. Mostly Splinter Lands related, but I don't know. I think it's enjoyable and fun just to chill out, play the racing stuff, have a bit of a chat. Should get it in a AMA style format. Ask me questions while I drive quick, except without the driving quick, I guess. I drive pretty slow. Laptop's not really all that different. Depends on how it's manufactured. Most of them you can get at the RAM and the storage and the battery and the Wi-Fi cards pretty easily, but that's really the only replaceable stuff. Most of them will use exactly the same sort of SATA and SATA power connection that the desktop PC uses. Yeah, but anything else beyond that, I'm the same. It'd be like, oh, cool, let me desolder this IC to fix this power delivery. No. I'll watch other people doing that, and that'll be a learning experience, but I don't have this fixed. Anyway, I'm going to disappear, and I will catch you guys again very soon. Have a wonderful existence, and I'll see you later. Cheers.